creator, the mod maker, the myth behind, the everything that is Ex Nihilo. Is that correct? Is that who I'm talking to right now?
I am he.
All right. And am I finally saying it right? Is it Ex Nihilo or is it Ex Nihilo?
You had it right the first time. It's
Uh,
ex nihilo.
it's Ex Nihilo. Okay, Ex Nihilo. I like Ex Nihilo better anyway. It's easier to remember. So, who was it? I was watching Husky Mudkips, I think, did a review on it, and I think he called it Ex Nihilo. Did you have you seen that video?
And I've seen a lot of videos, and people love to make up their own pronunciations for my mod name.
Nice, nice. What is the worst that you've heard?
Um, Ex nihilo gets pretty close. That's probably the most syllables that have ever been in it.
Okay, got it. So you know quite well what the first question of the night is, and that is quite simply, what is your favorite pie?
Well, I'm probably going to start a fight in your chat right now.
Oh snap, here we go.
Because my favorite pie, and it is technically a pie, I looked it up, is cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake. Nice! So he pops out with cherry cheesecake as his favorite pie. What do you guys think about that? They're not a very talkative chat. Plus, the 21-second delay kind of hurts us interacting with them. But we will have a question and answer with them later on today. So, all right. So, a cherry cheesecake, favorite pie. That is awesome. A good choice with that one. Way to think outside of the pie on that one. Very, very well done, sir. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Why don't you tell us who you are, where you hail from, and all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, I'm 31. I'm a software engineer by day. Uh, I can't really say like what I work on, but I don't
That's
know,
okay.
man. What do you want to know?
Where do you live? Do you got kids? Do you got cats? You got dogs? You got rodents? What you got?
I do not have kids. I live in Iowa,
Okay.
right smack in the middle of the Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
I have two cats.
Okay.
They are Epiphany and Freya.
Epiphany and Freya. Okay, Freya, I believe, is a character in a video game, correct?
I would be surprised if it wasn't, but before that, it was a Norse goddess.
A Norse goddess. Okay, gotcha. Yes. And Epiphany, of course, is an idea, right?
Yeah, like a sudden realization.
Sudden
Because
realization.
my wife and
Okay.
yeah,
I
we
had a
suddenly
sudden.
realized we needed a cat.
Oh, okay. I had an epiphany the other day that I'm just a sexy beast. What do you think of that?
I agree with that.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move on. Um, where? Let's hold on here. Hold on. So your mod is a major part of an addition to the Skyblock theme of things and stuff. Where was Skyblock before your mod, and where is Skyblock now with your mod?
All right, history lesson.
Here we go, guys.
Long time ago, there was a big craze around like Survival Island and hardcore survival maps. And a
Right.
guy named Noob Crew created the very first Skyblock. And it got really big really fast. And then the Feed the Beast guys created the first modded Skyblock. And they did the whole Feed the Beast Pyramid challenge, and all that came together. But then, for some reason, that kind of lost momentum. Like, they started focusing more on their launcher and less on maps. And
Right, and I remember that. I remember that Skyblock got really big and then it kind of died off. I do remember that, yes.
yep. And then Podmar made the leap from Equivalent Exchange 2 to Equivalent Exchange 3, and that hasn't quite materialized since then. And
Right.
Equivalent Exchange was the core mod that made the Feed the Beast Pyramid Challenge possible. And I loved that Pyramid Challenge, and I wanted it to happen again. So I created Ex Nihilo for the express purpose of being the new equivalent exchange for a generation of mod packs.
And it has been accepted quite well, hasn't it, across the board?
Yeah, and it got accepted not just in Skyblock packs, but all kinds of different ideas, like under the sea stuff and survival in the desert stuff.
Right, awesome. And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your mod being accepted so well? Is it what you expected or what?
I had no idea that it was ever going to succeed to this degree. I thought, maybe I would build my own mod pack off of it and release like the map with my mod pack. When Jaded Cat and Bacon Donut picked it up, it like blew my mind.
Right, right. I think that Bacon saw it, and his mind just saw the potential, because Bacon has always liked different maps and different types of things like that. And when he saw your mod, he knew that he could build a mod pack around it and make that like the unique mod of his mod pack. So you gave him that the recipe to allow him to do that, and I'm sure he's quite grateful for that.
Yeah, he's done a great job too.
Yeah, it's an incredible pack. I've been the type of person that sat back and said, "Oh, it's not my style of gameplay, not my style of gameplay." But I've seen a lot of people like it, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to be doing it next week, and finally dive into it stuff, and it's really incredible. I love all the thought that you put into the mod. Just you've put thought into how to get the stuff from the nether, how to get and the dirt gives you this set of things, and gravel gets you this set of thing. Was it hard to like? How did you have a piece of paper that said all these things could come from dirt? How did that all work out?
Well, I had a whole folder full of text documents. I really poured my heart into the design of all of the systems. And yeah, I made a few mistakes and I misjudged how overpowered things like sieves would be, giving
Right.
people infinite medals, but
Yeah.
I plan on correcting that soon.
Awesome. Okay. So what do you like to do outside of computers and gaming and programming and stuff like that? What is your world outside of that?
Well, I do a lot of stuff with computers since, that's my job.
Right.
And I would do a lot of stuff with gaming too, with the mod, and I like to play Animal Crossing with my wife. It's kind of our guilty pleasure. But
Nice.
outside of all that, I guess I keep aquariums. I have freshwater and saltwater fish tanks, and it lets me like play God and build little underwater worlds.
Oh, so you like saltwater fish tanks. So like do you have like a reef tank and stuff, or
I wouldn't exactly call it a reef tank. It's more like a micro reef. It's got some coral in there, but it doesn't have any fish. I love the coral.
yeah, how many gallons is your tank and stuff, and what kind of fish do you have?
I've got a 30-gallon freshwater that's really heavily planted. It's got some like loaches and platies and stuff. If anybody wants to look it up, it's called a Wallstad style. I don't know if anybody cares. The salt water's only the salt water's only 10 gallons, but in salt water, the smaller you go,
The more challenging
unstable
it is. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you'd probably be more impressed if I said like 100 gallons.
Right,
but
right.
10-gallon is so much harder.
Right, 100 gallon to keep 100 gallon salt tank balanced is an art form almost. I actually never got into saltwater. I stayed freshwater. I had a 30-gallon cichlid tank, a 75-gallon discus tank, and a wall of 10 gallons is to grow plants and stuff like that. But that was all a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, if you know what I mean. So I love aquariums and stuff. It's truly relaxing, to say the least. Would you agree?
I wholeheartedly agree. It's a great hobby, and my cats love to sit there and watch the tanks, and I sit there and watch it. It's great.
Awesome. Okay. So I don't know why this question is here, because I'm just assuming that it is on the Curse launcher. Is the mod pack on the Curse launcher?
No, it is not.
Okay. And why is it not?
Well, it's kind of a weird question
Okay.
because Agrarian Skies and Agrarian Skies 2 are both on the Curse launcher, and they have my mod.
Right.
And my mod is published on the Curse network, so if people want to create a mod pack using my mod, they can. And I offer, blanket permissions for anybody to do that who wants to. But I don't have my own mod pack yet.
Hmm. Okay. Um, okay. I'm a little. Okay. So the Curse launcher has the ability to make mod packs. So you can go in and make your mod pack. And I think what the question is trying to get to is your mod one of those mods that if I wanted to make a mod pack that I could just grab and throw it into my mod pack?
Yes, absolutely it is.
Okay, so it is actually on the Curse launcher. So that answers that question. Um, so I think we've kind of already touched on this, but it's a question here anyway, and I'm just going to ask it. Ultimately, what made you think of your mod? I mean, what was it just the lack of the need in Sky Factor or need in Skyblock maps, or what else was out there that made you think of the mod?
Yeah, we sort of touched on the Feed the Beast thing,
Right.
and that was probably my greatest inspiration. Aside from, I was trying to build mod packs at the time to play Skyblock with so I could replicate that experience for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I played a whole bunch of mods, probably dozens, that had ways to get like monster drops and peaceful mode, and like mods that allow you to like craft mossy cobble out
Mm-hmm.
of like grass seeds and cobblestone, and
Right.
nothing had the depth that I wanted that made me enjoy modded Skyblock again.
I think that one of the things that turned me off of Skyblock in general was I didn't like the idea of having the game have to give me things to move forward. To me, that's a kind of a disjunctional type of thing. And your mod takes that out of it. You truly start with a tree and dirt and go from there. And your mod took out the need to give us something, which is awesome. And thank you very much for that. And I'm looking forward to playing it. Um, what sort of mods do you suggest be used in conjunction with Nihilo?
Well, let me talk about what you just said for a second, because
Okay,
something
no
there
problem.
jumped out at me
Okay,
that I think I'd like to make a point of.
sure, sure.
A lot of people get kind of hung up on the starting with just dirt in a tree thing
Mm-hmm.
because the grind to cut down trees and make compost and then sift the dirt and then rinse and repeat forever
Right, right, yeah,
to get up to cobble sucks.
right,
But when I created that system, it was as a hardcore alternative to the original Skyblock map, which started you with a bucket of lava.
right.
So a lot of people ask me for like easy mode, so like a way to get through that process faster. But if you want to get through that process faster, just start with a bucket of lava. There's no shame in that.
Right. Okay. And I can definitely understand that. Yeah. I do think that a lot of people it like the easy mode in some of these things because if you look at some of these mod packs that give you, I don't know what your feeling is on overpowered versus underpowered and whether you carry the same idea that no mod is overpowered and no mod is underpowered. How do you see that? Do you see that there are overpowered mods and do you see that there are underpowered mods? How do you see that?
Well, I think most mods by themselves are not overpowered. Where the overpowering comes from is mods interacting. Like, a lot of people say that my mod is too overpowered to be put into a standard mod pack like Infinity. But my mod doesn't become overpowered until you get things like auto clickers from
Autonomous activators, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
autonomous activators or Steve's factory. I think someone made
Right.
an auto clicker out of that,
Yeah.
and then you get infinite resources, and then
Right.
it's overpowered.
Then it's overpowered. So, and you said earlier that you are working on there not being infinite resources or there being something along the lines like that.
Yeah. Um, for X Nihilo 2, which I'm working on right now,
Uh huh.
the sieves are going to be a lot less important, and
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of changes coming to the systems that become overpowered so quickly to try and postpone that kind of transition to creative mode.
Uh huh.
Um, I can't stop it forever. It's
Right.
going to
Right.
happen,
Well, and
but
I think that goes with all modded Minecraft. Ultimately, all modded Minecraft gets to the point to where you're in creative mode. It's just the journey to getting to there. How hard or how easy was the journey to get to the point to where you have basically everything you need, right?
right, exactly.
Okay. So as we were talking about is, so you were saying that some mods definitely make your mod overpowered. So what are some mods you definitely suggest going along with your mod?
Well, I built in compatibility for most of the metals that are represented in modded Minecraft, especially tech mods.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have added or built add-ons that extend that even further. There's probably 24 mods that are compatible with mine now. It's
Okay.
it's quite a list.
So what's your favorite add-on? What's the add-on that kind of came up and said, "Oh, duh, why didn't I think of that?" Do you have one of those?
Good question.
Did I stump you?
Kind of, because they
Okay.
were both good in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
The two big ones.
Okay.
There's Exaliquo, which was done by Zero Cuny,
Okay.
and that guy has this awesome sense of humor. And he took my mod and he made it more of what I had in mind with his
Nice.
own
Nice.
kind of weird twist on it.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one is X Astris, which took my mod and did what I never wanted to do, which was add powered versions of my machines,
Okay.
which
Okay.
a lot of people love,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't want to put that in my own mod because I don't want to take a side in the whole like battle of power systems that is still kind of going on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The whole RF versus RJ versus EU and all of that is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And I thought that one mod, the conversion mod, there was a mod that was out like in the 145, 146 era that basically was able to convert everything to everything, and I thought it was a freaking brilliant mod. And now everybody's wanting to go, oh, let's just all go MJ, and then of course that leaves IC2 out there that says, hey, I want to keep my EU, right?
Yeah, that's a pity.
Yeah.
I think all of the different power systems have something going for them, and they all have their own flavor. And I hate to see one go extinct because I've used them all, most of them, and they're all great.
Yeah, I truly I liked it too. I think that I loved saying, okay, I'm going to build this system, but I need something to switch it over to go to this system to run this thing, okay? And to me, kind of combining all the power systems kind of dumbs things down and takes the intricacy out of modded Minecraft, right?
I think that's a major concern about this generation of mods in general, that a lot of the complexity is going by the wayside because, we used to do sorting systems with Red Power 2 or Buildcraft just raw, and then that pipes mod, what was it called?
Oh, BC pipes,
Logistics pipes.
logistics pipes. Yes, yes.
That that kind of made things more complex.
Mm-hmm.
And then Applied Energistics came onto the scene, and
Right,
it simplified everything down to like a few magic blocks.
right,
And
right.
I miss the old sorting systems.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember back in the day, I had like Buildcraft pipes or logistics pipes, and I had them. I remember building my first thing that sorted the items. I could dump everything into a chest without AE2 and have that sorted out to all the chests and drums that I wanted to go to. And I thought that was an accomplishment when I did it. It was like, oh my god, I finally got this to work.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nice. Okay, are we already done with those questions? Do you have anything that you wish to add right now that we may have missed that you want to throw in there? We are going to talk about your Kickstarter for X Nihilo 2 and stuff like that, but do you have anything else you want to throw in there?
No, man, I think we've pretty much covered everything I wanted to say.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play your Kickstarter video, which I don't know if I have a link to. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Doot. And let's go. Hold on. In the broadcast channel. Doot. Yeah, hold on. Just hold on. I'm being derp right now, by the way. I'm yelling at my wife who's in the other room, so. All right, let's do this. And let's go here. Let's go ahead and go. MC Man. Doot there. Nope. That one. Alright. Is there a way to make this bigger? And
Hi, I'm Crowley. I'm a software engineer, and in my spare time, I create free downloadable content for video games. 2 years ago, I was playing this game Minecraft, and I discovered this niche playstyle called Skyblock. See, in Skyblock, you start on this little floating island, and there's absolutely nothing above you and nothing below you. You have to expand your island and build on it with incredibly scarce resources. It's brutally hard, and it's unforgiving, and it took my breath away. Now, this inspired me to create an add-on for Minecraft, and the goal was to make it possible to get everything in the game while still staying true to the challenging and masochistic nature of Skyblock. I called my mod Ex Nihilo, which means from nothing. But that wasn't enough for me, because I wanted more to do on my floating castle. I was a fan of other big mods in the community, so I also added compatibility with those so you could build machines and factories and power plants. Then Ex Nihilo started piquing people's interest, and it was used as a foundation for some amazing adventure maps and mod packs. If you've played modded Minecraft recently, you probably know some of them. I mean, there's obviously Agrarian Skies and Sky Factory, but there's also Running Red and Crash Landing, Resonant Rise, Blast Off, Material Energy, the list goes on and on. A few developers built their own expansions to add even more features, Ex Astris and Ex Aliquo. Some ambitious coders even ported it to Minecraft Pocket Edition. My point is, I watched my mods spread across the internet. The biggest streamers were playing it, the Forgecraft and the Minecraft servers were playing it, and then the Yogscast played it. And over 1 million people saw my work in a single video. It was, and is, absolutely insane. I was working full-time during the day through the majority of this, and I'd come home and work on Ex Nihilo at night. But it soon turned into a second full-time job for me. And it was exhausting. I kept at it though, because I love to share my creations with everyone who enjoys Skyblock as much as I do. Still, I fell behind on keeping Ex Nihilo up to date and providing new content, so I made the really tough choice to let someone else take over for me. At this point, Ex Nihilo's getting older. I've become a stronger developer since I wrote it 2 years ago, and I've had to say no to a lot of feature requests because of choices I made really early on. It needs rebuilt from the ground up. I want to make the sieves less important. I want to introduce a new alchemy system for creating and transmuting metals. I want to make new design choices that work with automation mods instead of fighting against them. I want to finish old features I never got around to, like silkworms that spin colored string and produce colored trees. And I need to make it all work with Minecraft 1.8. And it's not just my mod that I have plans for, but new mods and new content. Like, I have an idea for an underwater survival adventure unlike anything you've ever seen before. But with no time to even update Ex Nihilo, I'm afraid I may never have a chance to create that new content and share it with you guys again. Then I had this crazy idea. What if, just what if, instead of giving up Minecraft, I could give up my day job? At this point, Ex Nihilo has reached millions of people across the internet, and that number increases by thousands every single day. Could this huge and amazing community, who have shown me so much love and support, also somehow keep me from starving? Well, this is your chance to prove it. If you awesome people of the Minecraft community help me meet my minimum goals, then I can continue to create that innovative and original content that you've come to expect from me. There's only one major obstacle. A lot of the players who would help me probably don't know who I am. So, If you're a Let's Player, a streamer, a mod pack developer, or a server administrator, please tell your fans and your players who I am and that I need their help to keep giving you challenging and entertaining content that's stable and safe. Thank you so much.
That is an awesome video. You did a very good job on it.
Thanks, man. It took a lot of work.
So hopefully we can link your Kickstarter in the chat so that people can click on it and go be part of your Kickstarter. That would be awesome. And I think that there's one question here that I missed. And are there any other mods that you have created? And if you have, can you give us a brief synopsis of them?
Right now, this is my only Minecraft mod. I've
Okay.
been in the modding scenes for a couple other games,
Uh-huh.
but I've got other mods that I want to make.
And what are some of those? What are you looking at? If you don't mind sharing. If you don't, just say no.
Well, that's fine. Well, I kind of want to get into the whole power system game that we talked about earlier,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and throw my own power system out there.
Nice.
Because I've got this idea for pipes, where I think I can get pipes and cables to exist in the same block space as a vanilla or modded block. So you could put down a pipe, and you could put a block on top of it, and it would still connect to other pipes outside of the block, but you couldn't see the block. You could hide your pipes in a single block wide wall.
That sounds suspiciously like Ender IO.
Right, but don't they have like a special block that you have to put down as a facade first?
No, you don't have to put it down first. So you can put your pipe down, and then you can put your facade on the pipe, and the facade looks exactly like, you can paint your facade to be any block that you want, and it supports most mods. And you can fit power, water, power, liquid, and items all in one cable chunk. And I think you can actually go up to like 6 items, because they even have cables for for AE2 also. So you can fit like 5-6 pipes all in one block.
Nice. And mine would be able to do that too, without the need for the special facade block.
Ah, so you would just click them into the block itself, and it would go in.
Right. And
Awesome.
I was thinking I want to have like glasses that you put on that make the world not render, so it's just black, but you can see the pipes and the cables, and that's all you see. So like I get this picture in my head. You ever seen like the Matrix series where Neo is walking through the machine city at the end?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
That would be cool. That would be really, really cool. That is awesome. So what do you think we should open this up to question and answer from the chat? You ready for that?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, guys, this is your chance. Let's do some question and answers. You can ask anything under the sun, but follow the rules of the channel. All right? So it is time for question and answer, you guys. Give me no chat lag, please. You know what I mean? It's like 21 seconds before they even hear what I just said.
Yeah, I know.
So, Swanky is asking, magic or tech, what do you like more?
Sorry, was that magic or tech?
Yeah, magic or tech, what do you like more?
I have to say tech.
Tech?
I like the
Okay.
magic mods when they're techy, like Thaumcraft,
Right,
the old
right.
Thaumcraft.
Yeah.
But there's been some great magic mods that haven't really done it for me. Like Ars Magica, never got into it.
Okay. Somebody's asking here, what is your favorite car?
My favorite car.
Yes.
Well, the first car that I ever bought was a Ford Mustang.
Nice.
So I have to say Mustang because I still have a special place in my heart for them.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, do you speed run Animal Crossing?
I do not.
You
In
do
fact,
not.
I slow run Animal Crossing because I'm the kind of guy who goes fishing for like 5 hours trying to catch a rare fish.
Okay. What time frame did it take you to develop the first leg of Nihilo? Did you catch that? Aramis. Did I lose him? Did I lose him? Crowley, you still there?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I think I was hitting the wrong button.
It's okay. All right, where are we at here? Yeah, how much time did it take you to develop the first leg of Nihilo?
That's a weird question, and here's why. Because remember I said that I had that folder full of documents when I started?
Right.
Well, I didn't have all of the features documented when I first started doing the mod, and I started releasing probably earlier than I should have when I just had barely functional like crooks, hammers, barrels, and sieves, and maybe the crucible. And then I just kept adding to it over months and releases. The first time, for that first release, I probably spent a month or two in development before I did a public alpha test.
Okay, awesome. Who is your favorite Jedi Knight? Or Sith Lord.
Wow.
Go either way. Jedi Knight or Sith Lord, either way.
Man, who's that Sith Lord that was the robot with the 4 lightsabers? Was that General Grievous?
Yeah, that was General Grievous, yes.
I gotta go with 4 lightsabers.
Okay, so you gotta go with General Grievous. Okay. Okay, so For somebody wants to know if you will ever add support for rotary craft.
Maybe. I have to look into what they would need me to add. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm open to requests for more support.
There we go. Okay. What are some of your favorite mods that have come out recently?
Define recently.
Within the last 6 months.
I'm kind of digging Agricraft because
Okay.
I used to play a lot with IC2's like crop system, and I thought it was really neat, especially on like a skyblock, being able to mutate plants to get new plants.
Uh-huh.
And Agricraft really has captured that. I haven't used a whole lot of the newer mods. I keep meaning to play with like Draconic Evolution. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but it's on my list.
Yeah, I just got done building the big ball energy storage thing that is pretty freaking cool. So, yes, it's a lot of fun. It's there's a lot in it. It's like overpowered armor and weapons, but there's other cool stuff that you can get into. So, yeah. I think that's the latest of the cool mods that have come out. So, and by the way, we've been informed by the chat that General Grievous was not a Sith Lord. He's just a guy that was given a bunch of lightsabers. So, yeah. I guess we messed up on that. Okay. And what is your opinion on mods? This is, by the way, Mr. Computer Ghost is also a mod author. He does Runic Dungeons. I think it's Runic Dungeons. If I got that wrong, he'll beat me. What is your opinion on mods that add other dimensions?
I could go either with that. I played with the Craft, and that was fantastic. I want to like public and I have a hard time actually playing on packs that are not blocks.
Aramis,
Private
Crowley.
skyblock.
Okay, hold on. I think. Say something again because you were roboting on that, and it may not be your fault. But see if you're cleared up now.
Testing.
Yes. Okay. Now you're back. You'd have to say that all over again, unfortunately. Sorry about that.
All right. Old Mistcraft good. New Mistcraft, I'm not impressed. I think it got too complex, almost. And I know I just defended complexity, but this is like...
Over the top.
Yeah, some mods are taking... When I say I want complexity, they're thinking I'm asking for tedium. And I don't want tedium. I want interesting mechanics that I can use a lot of.
Right. And I think that RF Tools also came in and did the whole thing pretty much the exact same as Mistcraft, only you need to support your Mistcraft world with or your RF Tools world with power.
Yeah, I was just reading about that. I haven't played with that either.
Yeah.
But I found a few of their dimlets in a chest recently, so I might have to give that a go.
Right. So, what are your what mod are you mainly just coding now, or what type of mod packs are you currently playing?
Well, I have officially started the code base for Nihilo 2 and started porting stuff, so that's taking a lot of time.
Swank,
Some of
we already
my
discussed
friends
that,
and
yes.
family run a Infinity server that I play on once in a while.
Okay. Well, I can recommend that you take a look at Karma. It's a little bit. I have to say it's better than Infinity, but you might want to look at Karma.
Good to know.
It's on the AT launcher. We really looked into balance was our key thing. There's no killer app in it like Nihilo is for Sky Factory, but what our goal was to make a pack that you have all the tech, you have all the stuff, but you don't necessarily get it all right away. Okay, so yeah, check out Karma. It's like a kitchen sink tech pack with no magic in it.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Captain Gebbin the pirate wants to know if you will marry him or her.
Well, I have to break it to him or her that I am, in fact, already married, and that would be illegal. Otherwise, I might consider it.
Yes, you might consider it. Okay, so if you move to, what is it, Utah or something like that, you'd be all about that, right?
I still don't think it's legal. I think they just sort of pretend they're married to the other person. Well, not pretend. That's not quite the connotation I wanted to give there. But they say they're married, but they don't have a marriage certificate, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's like a spiritual marriage or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you collaborated with anyone else on features with Nihilo?
I have not. I think it would be neat to do, but it's hard to make sure that you share the same vision as somebody else.
Yes, yeah. All right. I'm trying to see. I think the questions are kind of petering out. Let's see if there's just a little bit more. And besides your Kickstarter, is there any place else or anything else that people can support what you do?
Well, obviously I have the Kickstarter going for Nihilo 2, which is the important thing for me right now. So if somebody wanted to support me in any way, I would suggest going there first. Because if I don't hit my goal, then I get nothing. And a lot of people have already put up money to try and fund me for Nihilo 2. And, all of that money never gets taken from them if I don't make my goal, but still, they're willing to put their money on the line. I hope other people will help them make it actually come to fruition.
Yeah, and maybe hopefully we'll get some people from here that'll be able to step up and give you a hand. So Have you ever been asked by someone else to help with a mod? And is there any mods that you would like to help with that you see out there? Or are you just happy with what you're doing?
I have been asked a couple of times to help with other mods. I'm not going to name names, but I'm pretty happy just working on my thing.
Right.
Because it takes so much more time and energy than people realize to make a big mod pack with compatibility for all these other mods.
Right.
And I don't want to divide my time and energy too much.
Have you considered ore trees, like apple trees? So like an ore tree that grew iron apples or something like that, or gold apples or whatever.
That's kind of a neat idea. I've seen a mod before that did something similar where they had like sugarcane that used ore textures, and then you could like harvest the sugarcane and do something with it and then smelt it, and it would make like iron bars out of iron cane. But I've never heard anyone suggest metal trees. It's kind of neat.
It is kind of neat. It's kind of an idea. I've kind of been steering away from this question because I think it's a little bit trolly, but if you want to answer it, we'll do it. If you don't, why should somebody invest in your project over somebody else?
Well, I'm trying real hard to not be humble right now. So I wouldn't normally say what I'm about to say, but
okay, no problem.
my mod is kind of the keystone in the arch of a whole bunch of mod packs. And without me working on it, future mod packs might not be as much fun. So I'd like to take some credit for creating the foundation, the mechanics that make the foundation of a lot of these mod packs. And I'd like to think that I could continue to create new mechanics like that that'll make the future ones even better.
Absolutely well said. I mean, I totally 100% agree, okay? Your mod has made some key mod packs be special. Sky Factory. Your Sky Factory would not be the mod pack that it is without your mod, okay? And truthfully, the people that are using your mod, I'm really surprised that they have not stepped up, and I would hope that they would step up and say, listen, you've made my mod pack help me in my career. Here, I'm going to give you some money to help you in your career. And I totally stand behind that because you're absolutely right. Your mod pack is the cornerstone for what? 3 major mod packs that are out right now?
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, and don't think that, you're not tooting your own horn or anything like that or being modest or anything or non-modest. It's the absolute truth. And we like to speak the truth in this channel. So you definitely fit in quite well in the Chaoschunk channel about speaking the truth. I think that's about it. Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you, man, taking the time to give mod authors a voice, because a lot of us tend to get kind of lost behind the celebrity of the mod pack authors or the personalities like the streamers and the YouTubers, and people don't see the guys who are behind the scenes, putting in the hours to create the mods that make all of this move.
Right, and that's one of the main reasons why I started doing this, is because, I looked out there and I said, listen, these guys are making mods that are giving me hours and hours and hours of enjoyment. How can I give back to these guys? How can I show them that I really appreciate what they're doing? And that's what this is all about. Let's give you guys a voice and say, listen, these are the people that do the work. They say, oh, you made the mod pack. Listen, making a mod pack is going down, downloading a bunch of mods, putting them together, editing some configs so that they all work together. We don't do the hard work that you guys do, and that's why we give you the voice that we give you, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for that.
No problem, man. Anytime, anytime, anytime. So, like I said, again, anything that you would like to add right here, this is the place to do it. If not, we'll go ahead and wrap things up and call it a night.
Well, I see a guy, Swanky, in the chat.
Uh-huh.
He asks, would I make my mod open source in case I died or something? My mod already is open source. The sequel will be open source as well. And it'll be like that forever. For that reason, just in case.
Awesome. So I usually invite you guys, every mod author and stuff what we have here, we invite you guys to, you're more than welcome to come on our VIP server. It's currently running Karma 148. We will give you the credentials. You don't have to. It's a completely, it's more other casters, other my mods and things like that that are on this server, and you're more than welcome to come on there. And you don't have, like I said, it's an open invitation to hop on whenever you want. I think Pam hopped on there a couple times and stuff. So it may be just a server where you can just go have fun playing modded Minecraft and not be annoyed by anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds great. I appreciate the offer.
Okay. All right, everybody. All right, everybody, this is Aramis Crowley. He is the mod creator of Nihilo, the mod, and he is a great guy. I really enjoyed this interview tonight. Aramis, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for coming and being a part of the channel and stuff like that, and it was a pleasure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Have a great night.
All right, good night, sir.
User was moved out of
All right, guys, that there was Aramis Crowley, man. Can you believe it? That was he was awesome. He definitely took his drank his coffee from the last time we spoke to him. I think he might be a bit overwhelmed. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm going to go ahead. You know, it was great talking to him. I loved truth, and I love what he's talking about and what he has to say. He has a really special mod out there that have helped a lot of people, and what I mean by helped a lot of people, it's a mod that has made a lot of mod packs what they are, and he needs more credit for what he has done in that. Okay, so guys, you know, it was an awesome interview. It was awesome having him here. I'm going to go take a quick little piss break. We'll come back and we'll go ahead and start playing some more, what's that stuff called? Karma! That's the word I'm looking for. We'll see you guys in a bit. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Which video?